Alright, another WALLCRAFT exploration video. So this is directly after my Karazhan exploration. We still have Wall giving us the grand tour. This one was a complete surprise to me, but it's going to be the original Caverns of Time. So he's saying here that this is the original vanilla Caverns of Time entrance, not the Wrath of the Lich King backpour. 1-to-1 match besides the door being gone. I'm reading out what he's saying, by the way, because we are not in video chat. So everything he's saying through text. Had to do every flag in hex editor too. Damn. I really don't know what the vanilla Caverns of Time looked like, because I never wall skipped through there. So let's see. Oh, well, yeah, that definitely looks different. It doesn't look like it's finished yet, but this is definitely different than how we see it in TBC. I mean, it looks like you can kind of see an hourglass there. It's just invisible. You just see the sand. Now, I asked him if he's got several dungeons, if he's going to have dungeons in here in the Caverns of Time. He said yes, so we're going to go and explore some of the dungeons. I see a portal right there. Now, there's not really much on the outside besides this mill and some, like, Greek ruins. Over there's a Dark Portal statue, so let's see. Alpha Karazhan will be located in the wing of Caverns of Time. Okay, so the Alpha Karazhan is actually located in Caverns of Time. So if we go in here, it does not lead anywhere. Is this broken? Let's see. Okay, so that portal is currently not working. It's the other portal. He mistook it. Whoa, we got increased speed. Hey-ya. Old Hillsbrad foothills. At least that's what it says. Oh, God. This is not Old Hillsbrad. No map. This is like some Hour of Time bullshit. In terms of like the server Hour of Time. Oh god, I hope there's stuff back there like when it's finished, because just running up this whole pathway. Probably fight stuff going up this ramp and then maybe you end up here. Maybe? Hillsbrad Fields. Hillsbrad Fields PvP area. I don't think that's where we are. It just keeps going. Oh, look. Now we're actually in Hillsbrad. That was a long ass walk to get here. I hope there's something that helps with that, because there's no way I would want to run that on normal speed. The original Old Hillsbrad. Okay. It looks just like the Hillsbrad in TBC. The vanilla version, but fully fleshed out, is what he says. So what is fully fleshed out? I removed the fog bands surrounding the zone. Fixed to terrain. Let's go in here. Durnhold Keep. Oh, that looks different. Oh, that's probably the pit where Thrall fought. Oh, he's fighting me. Why you do this? Why you betray my trust? Currently an open world PvP zone. Yeah, I see that. You have betrayed my trust. So yeah, that's where Thrall would fight. I'm actually currently rereading Lord of the Clans, so... Ooh, why did it dismount me? That's interesting. The whole keep is in perfect condition. Alright, so let's go into the keep. No Thrall. I don't see Thrall. Let's see if Blackmore's up here. Hello? Oh, look! A bowl of fruit. I mean, Blackmore does like his melons, right? Bowl of fruit indeed. So I asked him if this is going to be a 5-man dungeon. He said, not quite. While this is an instanced area, it is going to be fully open world PvP zone. So anyone can jump in, anyone can PvP within the zone, and not only that, he said he's going to be scripting the entire first battle of Hillsbrad, complete with Orcish army, Proudmoore's fleet, Anduin Lothar's forces, Turalian, Gavinrad, Datherhan, and the whole Ordy. Holy shit! So, I think that's all, I think Battle of Hillsbrad, that's like Warcraft 2, isn't it? Because Warcraft 1, I don't think they got to Lordaeron just yet. Warcraft 2, or 1, yeah. And then Warcraft 2 is when, what's his name? Doomhammer rallied the Horde again because Blackhand was dead. And he rallied the Horde again and took them up north to invade Lordaeron, and then that's when all the backstabbing with Alterac betraying the Horde and all that kind of stuff happened, and they almost took Lordaeron City, a capital city, so that was really cool. Oh yeah, he says right there, Doomhammer, Death Knights, the whole shebang. Google the first Battle of Hillsbrad and check out the fandom page after a full breakdown of what the event will look like, and then check out Vincent 80K's videos. Hey, we're not advertising other YouTubers here. That's fine. I like Vincent. He's cool, and he subscribed to me, so. Vincent 80K's videos of Everlook PTR, where I had the initial scripting enabled. It was the Everlook PTR with 300 players and thousands of scripted smart NPCs running around fighting. Swarms of orcs that would spawn west and run across the entire zone fighting all Alliance in their path. The Alliance would spawn in here, defended by Lothar's armies. That sounds fucking awesome, actually. Shit. Okay, so I asked him, now in the old Ironforge video, I was asking him about a specific zone if he planned on working on it, and he said yes, he's going to turn it into a full-on PvE, PvP, 80-man zone with constant battles, and he said it would be like an event that happened once a month. So I asked him if this big battle is going to happen once a month in this zone like the other area. He says no, it's going to be a constant ongoing battle like Wintergrasp, sorta, except not complete. I guess he's saying bullshit. For some reason my profanity filter is on, so I don't know exactly what he said there. Where the Horde would be attacking one zone and the Alliance would be defending. The zone will feature many repeatable PvP quests and several quest lines which follow the story of the battle and take play through the entire scenario in the first person live in the fray. That sounds really cool to relive the Second War in this as a giant just PvP, PvE zone. That actually sounds really badass. I made videos before on certain stuff that WALLCRAFT would like entail in terms of the server and what it offers. And at first it was kind of like, okay, yeah, it's got its own stuff. But I didn't know to what level. Like, this is beyond the level of what I comprehended from what it was going to originally entail. So this now has actually got me really hyped about this server. Like, I don't know why I didn't look into this more before, but now I think I'm going to be full on covering this server. Oh, he said more stuff. So he also says, okay, it would be a constant ongoing. The zone will feature, okay, so I already said that part. And take place through The open world event battles are uninstanced and have permanent lasting effects on the open world. Instance PvP zones are more static, but indefinitely playable and repeatable. Okay, so I think that's just a general statement, not just on this area itself. He says open world battle events are an instance and will have permanent effects on the open world. So let's say humans versus Tauren in Torahu. If the humans win, Torahu is destroyed, but if the Tauren win, it survives and the humans are destroyed. So that's just my example of his take on that. But it says they would also be repeatable and indefinite. At least the PvP zones. Let's see. Alterac Valley is being changed similar. It was originally an open world zone where anyone can enter via flight path from Undercity or Ironforge, and there was no player limit, just a massive battle zone with repeatable quests and scripted sequences. See, I like that kind of shit where, you can confine it to one zone, that way it's not affecting people who are leveling, but have it be an actual war zone, have many types of just stuff to do, walls to destroy, besieging, defense, putting up barricades, destroying barricades, sabotaging, all that kind of stuff. And you need to have it balanced to a point where you're not completely getting flooded by the other team and completely dominated, but having something you could just jump in, put hours into it if you wanted to, hop out, hop back in later on, and just keep going at it, keep fighting, all that kind of stuff, while racking up rewards as you play. So you're not getting points for winning, which is what causes the rush mentality. You're getting rewards for doing, which encourages you to play, not to win. That is my ideal. That's why I liked the original AV as it was, and then it changed and it became a rush. So it sounds like he has the same idea and he's wanting to go for the same type of stuff that I like. Now he talks more here, so he says, and it would originally reset after an hour of the enemy leader being killed, which almost never happened because it was tough and power was lower in the alpha. I plan on bringing that back with the original AV, not the original AV map. People talk about with extra landmines, but the real deal, a gigantic for everlasting PvP battle. Let me show you some of the more zone. Don't jump or you'll stop flying. Oh, I jumped. I jumped as I read, don't jump. Okay, so let me try. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna keep my hand up here, not touch the jump button. Okay, oh, he went this way. So he basically turned, even though flying is not really in Vanilla WoW, what he did is make it so we're technically swimming. It thinks that we're underwater, so we're swimming. So that's why when I jumped, the game realized I was not in the water, so it made me stop swimming. So I know what he's doing. So we went from Hillsbrad, now we're in Alterac. Okay, so here's Alterac Kingdom. Normally, you can't get to Alterac Valley, he says. I opened it up, removed the fog bands. So this area right here in, like, classic WoW, vanilla WoW, is all covered in ogres and stuff. I don't exactly remember what happened to the people of Alterac, but I know that their king was branded a traitor because he wanted nothing to do with the orcs. So he asked the orcs, like, hey, if I let you through Alterac to do what you're gonna do, can you spare me? And Doomhammer honored that, and Alterac let them go through the pass to get to Lordaeron and start raiding. So the Alliance found out about that, and they were branded traitors. And then they were eventually they were planning to King Tyrannus was planning to give the kingdom of Alterac to a young noble lord, Lord Preston or something like that. Prestor, that's what it was. that Lord Prester was Deathwing in disguise, and he was setting up Deathwing to marry his daughter Kalia. And this was at the time when Arthas was like 5 years old, 7 years old. So, and Kalia was like only 9 or 10. So, that happened. I guess we're going through the Morass portal, or not. I guess we're fucked. Oh, no, we're already inside, he said. Can we mount up? Yeah, we can actually mount up. Okay, so we finally reach Morass. Looks pretty much the same as it did before. There's no music, there's just ambient sound effects. He's run ahead of me. And there's the original Dark Portal. That's cool. Nothing else looks really different of this area, but let's see what he says on what he's got planned for this area. So he says, this will feature the original Morass lore and not the same, or not the lame TBC version. Medivh will just summon an assload of orcs in from Draenor who proceed to swarm the players. Oh, okay, so I think I know what he's saying. So, instead of fighting the Epoch dragons in this area, you're going to be fighting hordes of orcs. There will be hundreds of ads flooding in, and main bosses will engage in the player in a unique way. He says he's going to use the entire swamp as the battlefield area, with the trees being line of sight, with the line of sight for the trees being heavily in the features. I then asked him if there's going to be any named characters besides Medivh. He says, in this scenario, it is just Medivh and some of the orcs who came through. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing, like, Grommash or any named orc characters. But Alpha Kara will feature Anduin, Lothar, Garona, and Khadgar. Okay, so Khadgar, Garona, and Anduin, Lothar are going to be in Karazhan, which I already showed in a previous video. Along with the citizens of Grand Hamlet, which was the original name of Darkshire. Oh, that's pretty cool. So the Alpha Karazhan begins with the player entering through the Caverns of Time to assist in slaying Medivh, and all 3 cavern portals will involve Medivh's past. Okay, so the Caverns of Time is literally all about Medivh, from you going back in time to slaying him with Garona, to stopping him, well, trying to stop him from opening the portal with all the orcs coming out. So he says 3 portals. So we have Caverns of Time, we have this one. I don't think the Hillsbrad counts, because Medivh's story is not really involved in there. It's more in this area. So I wonder what the 3rd one is. Oh, he says the other one is going to be the invasion of Hillsbrad. So the opening of the portal is one of them, the invasion of Hillsbrad is the second one, and the 3rd one is the slaying of Medivh. So basically all of Warcraft 1 lore within the 3 Caverns of Time dungeons. He says that the Battle of Hillsbrad is going to be the most lore-heavy and will feature an entire battle with 40 named characters. God damn. I'm going to ask him how far he is into making all of this. Okay, so I asked him how far he is into making all of this happen. He says, realistically, I could finish all 3 raids within 3 months fully by myself. They will be introduced after Nax is completed in live, so it will be a bit into the future. So he can finish this relatively soon, but because it's going to be post-Naxxramas content, we won't be seeing it in the live version for a while, whether he finishes it or not. So it's still very interesting, and I would like to see it eventually, but but I have never ever raided Nax on any server before. I just don't really have a drive to. I don't really care that much about Nax. The farthest I've ever been raiding in a vanilla sense is, you know, Zul'Gura, Blackwing Lair, and a little bit of AQ. I don't even think I finished AQ. So I've never been to Nax. I just don't care. So I doubt I'm gonna ever see this content because of that. unless he just gathers like, hey, anyone wanna come on, then I'll join and stuff. But yeah. It says, that's the general plans for each of the zones. My goal is to finish and implement all of the original zones from vanilla first before addressing anything new in terms of zones, dungeons, or raids. Tons of content to pick from already, all of which was intended to be present and profoundly expands on the lore and vibe of the world. So anyway, I think I am going to end this video here. This has been the Caverns of Time, as well as several of the areas where the Caverns of Time will take place. From, I think you showed us a little bit of the Caravan area. I can't remember now. It's been like half an hour of recording this. We saw Black Morass. We saw Hillsbrad, where the Battle of Hillsbrad is going to be. I don't know if he's going to be taking me anywhere else, but I'm going to be asking him if he would like to do a Q&A, at least not in person, but a live chat Q&A. That way we can get an actual Q&A rather than texting it here. And if you want to see more WALLCRAFT news coverage, gameplay, at least little sneak peeks and tidbits, I will be sure to bring it to you when I can. And now I'm starting to kick up on it. Now I'm actually really excited after seeing all this new stuff. So I think I'm going to be way more invested in covering this server now. So definitely, if you want to see more WALLCRAFT stuff, make sure you subscribe, like this video. I will see you guys next time, and hopefully with a live Q&A with Wall himself. So, until then, see you later.